Just gonna share some music and pop you on mute. So if we can come up to standing. Okay, so we've got a bit of a sort of Parisian vibe today. Using music from the theme Amélie. Alrighty, so can you take your feet open? I'm going to turn out the toes. And I want you to roll the shoulder and lean into it. And the other side. Roll the shoulder. And can we go a bit deeper? And we're going to reach the arms, swing it back. And then from here, we're going to bring our hands to our thighs and then round your back, chin to chest, and arch, and do it again. So rounding in the back, and then tuck, and do it again. So round your back, breathe in, breathe out, and do it again. 2 more. Just mobilizing the spine and then opening the feet, soft knees, and allow your head to drop and move to the middle. And the same over the other side, let your head drop and to the middle. And do it again. To the middle and drop. And then sliding the hand down the leg. I'm going to sweep with the arm, reach the fingers, and drop the head. Slide the hand down, and reach, and release. Do it again. Drop, reach, and adding in. We're going to sweep around the front, reach, and leave. And let's do that again. Sweep round, reaching towards the other end of the room. And we just circle around your hips. Allow your body to lean in a sort of flat back position. And then reversing back the opposite way. Drawing a big circle with the pelvis and reverse again, back the opposite way. And one more time. And let's bring the feet a little bit closer in. We're going to take the arms nice and wide, arms facing up. You can sweep your knee up and back, up and back. Allow your back to sort of arch a bit and then tuck, arch, tuck. And then I want you to keep your pelvis as still as you can now. You're going to squeeze your bottom more and keep the pelvis as still as you can. Good job. Let's do that on the other side. So again, just let your body round and kick back. So you're kind of loose around the middle, arching and then tucking. And then being as still as you can around the pelvis, allow the buttock muscle to do some of the work. And last couple. And then big circles with the arms. Sweep the arms back. And you brush your ears with your upper arm. And reverse. And reverse again. And one more time the other way. Alrighty, so let's come down onto the mat and mobilize our back. So you can join me down here. We're going to bring our knees up to our chest, tap down and then tuck. So level 1, we'll stay with the head on the floor. Level 2, we're going to hover the feet off the ground, tuck and roll. Let's do that again. Tuck. Breathe out. Breathe in. Level 3, we're holding here. Pointy toes, back in, then roll. Pointy toes. Now, as you do that extended leg, can you lift your chest? So more lift here. That's it. Keep that lift in the chest, thinking posture, lengthening up through the crown of the head. Let's do 2 more. And final one. Alright, so from here we're going to go wide with our arms, bring our knees over towards the arm, and then can you sweep the arms in the opposite direction to your knees. Open the arms again, lift your knees, drop them down, and take your arms over to the other side. So opening, lifting, drop down, and reach. Let's do that again. Up and over. And reach. I like this album. It's like, imagine that I'm on some kind of fairground carousel. Those horses that go up and down. That's what it reminds me of. So one more each side. And last one. Okay, good job. So we're going to come up. We're seated and we're going to crisscross our legs. If crisscrossing irritates your knees at all, you can always do it with your feet nice and wide, but try and get yourself sat up onto your sitting bones. And then we're going to bring our arms back here by our ears, spreading the fingers, and then going quite wide with the hands, nudging forwards, down, down, chin in, and just notice where you feel the stretch. Breathing in as you slide your hands in, arms up by the ears, and exhaling, chin down, reaching the fingers. Let's do it again. So inhale as you come up, exhale as you come forwards a little bit further, and chin in, breathing in, breathing out. Let's do that again. You've had a bit of a stressy day. Imagine you're exhaling out any tensions, worries. And then we'll crisscross the other leg over the top. So we're going to swap the legs. Again, up onto the sitting bones. Breathing out. Imagine you're drawing in any energy you've been giving out today. Imagine you're gathering your energy. Imagine you're drawing in healthy, positive energy. Exhaling out tension and worries. Gathering, attracting good energy. And 2 more. A little bit further on your last couple. So final one. We're going to stay down and we're going to nudge forward just another inch. Can we go another inch or even half an inch? Breathe. And just a little bit further. Breathe. Sliding our hands back in and coming down onto our backs with our feet hip width. Palms facing upwards, pressing the shoulders back and down. We're going to tuck the tailbone, move into a shoulder bridge. So we're going to hold at the top and squeeze the knees in. Open the knees out, re-squeeze in and roll back down. Let's do that again. So curling under. As you squeeze your knees, squeeze your pelvic floor. Relax it as you open the knees, re-squeeze the pelvic floor, and roll down. So we're going to focus on a bit of pelvic floor squeezing. So squeezy knees, squeezy pelvic floor, open the knees, re-squeeze, and then roll down. Let's do that again. Curling up, squeeze, open, squeeze, and down. So 2 types of pelvic floor exercises. These are the fast twitch ones, where we squeeze for about a second and then roll down. Slower twitch ones we tend to hold for about 10 seconds. Have slightly different functions in the body. Definitely learned the hard way after Bertie on that one. All right, let's do 2 more. Curling up, squeeze, and final one. Squeeze, open, squeeze. We're going to stay at the top on this one. Take the arms up over the top of the head, thumbs to the floor. Keep lifting the glutes. Big circle with your arms, and then roll the body down bit by bit. Okay, good job. Let's slide the fingers into the curve of the lower back. Pull your belly button muscle in. A little bit of pressure on the hands there, and we're going to hover and down, keeping good pressure on the hand as you lift in your lower. Level 2, we're going to alternate. So scissoring action, level 3. Doing it now with straight legs. Pointy toes, whichever version you're doing. Reach into your big toe. Breathe in for 2 and out for 2. Can you keep your shoulders pressed back and down? Pull the chin in, lengthen through the back of the neck. Last couple. And when you're done, if you bend your knees, tuck them up to your chest. And we're going to roll them onto our front. And I'd like you to have a look at my hands. So I'm going to slide just so my thumb is in contact with the floor. I'm going to slide the shoulders down, squeeze the shoulders, and hover the arms like this behind. Alrighty, so if you could do the same, press your pubic bone into the floor, lift the arms, add some lift in your chest. We're going to hold just for a few seconds, and then lower. Now, particularly if you're prone to niggles in your back, you tune into pressing your pubic bone down and pulling your belly button muscle in so that your pelvis is angled towards the floor rather than away from it. Let's do that again. So lift, hold, 3, 2, 1. If you've got a happy back and your back feels nice and strong, then level 3, we add some lift and squeeze in the heels like this so the legs are off the floor. And then we come back down, breathing in on the lift, breathing out on the lower. Last couple. Final one. And let's release. It's coming up to all fours. Can you meet me in the downward dog? So hooking under with the toes, lifting the tailbone. We're going to press the heels down, lift your bottom in the air. Deep breath. Notice how your calves are feeling today. We're going to transfer the body weight to one side. We're going to flex the toes like this on the other side. And switch that over. So pressing the heel down, flexing the toes. And do it again. So we switch, press the heel down. Now as you flex your toes on the bent leg, try and push the toes just slightly down into the ground. Change again. So by applying that little bit of pressure down underneath the foot, helps us to mobilize. Just do that one more time each way. So pressing the heel down, but lifting the heel on the other side. And final one. Okay, so we're going to take a walk with our feet towards our hands. We're going to hang loose here for a second. Say hello knees, just kind of loose and floppy with the arms, a bit ragdoll-like. Just having a look at the world from a different view. And then I'm curling. Would you like a drink? I'd like to grab some water. So we're having a mini habits focus at Zigs this month. So trying to encourage people to think of a habit that doesn't take a lot of effort, doesn't take up much time, but will actually really improve your well-being if you do it consistently. Like if someone doesn't drink much water, having a glass every morning or something like that. Or, standing on one leg while you brush your teeth, something that's quick and simple. Alrighty, so next up, can you find a stick? Let's do some lunge stretching.
Guilty of loving you.
Okay, so popping the stick along your back. Can you take a nice big stride? So we've got 1 foot forward, tippy toe on the back foot, curling the tailbone under. We're going to come down, all the way down. Hold, breathe. You straighten your back leg a little bit. And let's come back up. Now we've got the knuckles and lower back together as we come down. Use your screen. How does your posture look? Are you upright against the stick? And we get that elbow pointing up above the crown of the head. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Hold, breathe. Can you straighten your back leg a little bit? Alrighty, from there, we're going to drop our back knee to the floor and unhook your toes on the back foot. Now, if you need any extra padding, pop it under your knee. Use the stick to help steady your balance. Now, just doing this stretch like this might be enough for you. Or if you want to, you can take hold of the foot. It can be quite intensive. Heel towards your bottom. Keeping your hip bones squared up. Nudging the heel towards your bottom. And let's release and give that a go on the other side. So if we turn and face the other way, so we've got the other foot at the front. Head, shoulders, tailbone against the stick. Can you get your knuckles and lower back together as you come down? That's it. Use your screen to have a check-in on your posture. Nice and upright. We're going to inhale as we lift. And exhale as we come down. Stick against the tailbone. Can you straighten your back leg a little bit? There we are. And coming up. Breathe in. Breathe out and lower. Squared up in the hips as you hold it there. Can you straighten out through your back leg? Good old stretch. And then let's allow the back knee to down. So using the stick at the side to help steady balance, and hooking the foot at the back, or getting hold of it, heel towards your bottom, squaring up the hips. Breathe. Alrighty, let's release off. And let's focus on doing some curls next. Now, if you need something to help get you up and down off the floor, grab a band. If you want to use a weight, grab a weight. So if we come down onto the mat again into a seated position. So if you're using a band, you can hook it underneath your feet, rolling down, tap the head on the floor, or if you want to do it hands-free, arms facing up, take the eye gaze up towards the ceiling, tilting the tailbone under, keeping the chest open, and the head slightly back. More advanced, we add in some weight, arms back by the ears, out on the lift, breathing in on the lower. We've got 4 more in there. Let's give it a go. So inhaling on the way down, exhaling on the lift. 2 more in there. Alrighty, so final one. And then when you're done, you can lay yourself down. We're going to interlace our fingers, turn the palms outwards, little finger side towards the ground, touching down if you can, pointy toes, and let your back arch. Breathe and let your belly swell up with air. And breathe out. Your eyes closed. Just use this as your breathing space. And again, deep breath in through your nose. Long exhale. Alrighty, from here, we're going to bend our legs. Can you find a stick? Now, if you want to bring some weight in, then we're going to work on some oysters next. So you can either do it with the stick, focus on your posture and your mobility, or if you're at that stage of using weights, good to get everything good posture-wise and technique-wise before you start using the weights. So if you're doing that in your personal plan, then strap some on. If anyone needs any weights, we have got some in stock in the studio. So we're going to bring our knees up in front of the hip, and we're going to focus on lifting the waistline up. Try to keep that lift in the waist as we roll the knee back, squeeze the bottom, point the toes, and then hovering with the feet flexed. So pointy toes as we roll the knee back, squeeze the bottom, and try and do it without the hips moving. So really try and just steady the hip as the knee comes up, pointy toes, squeeze. So that's our first level. For our second level, we're going to point the toes, open the knee, and then reach the toes, straight leg on the way down, and fold back in. So we open the knee, reach, and then down and back in. Third level, we're going to move up into a side plank. So we're loading the shoulder, pressing the shoulder blade down, your fist with the bottom hand. We'll do 3 more times, whichever level you choose. So last couple. And final one. Alrighty, well done. Let's give that a go. On the other side, great for loading our bones and our muscles to keep our hips nice and strong. So knees up, try and get your feet just slightly away. Lots of lift here in the waistline before you start. Pointy toes, keeping that top hip steady. Squeeze the glutes and then flex the feet. So use your feet, point them, squeeze, flex as you come down. Level 2, we had that reach, straight leg on the way down. And really work into your feet. Feel your big toes as you're doing it. The stick's still attached to your head, your shoulders, and your tailbone. Third level, to the side plank. Popular option tonight. Now we're going to do 3 more. Choose your level. So final one. Alrighty, let's release off. We're going to stay with the stick and move into our superwoman, superman, super person, super thing. Fingertips in the curve of the back. You can activate your core. And the aim of the game is to keep the stick steady as we lift the leg. Can you lift it high enough that your buttock muscle kicks in? And then as you transfer to the other side, can you keep the stick steady? Lifting the opposite arm up. Can you get that arm about level with your ear? So level 2, reaching opposite arm and leg away and holding for about 3 seconds out there. Stick may give you stick. The third level, we're going to hold out there and then fold the leg and then switch. So extending opposite arm and leg, adding some fold, keeping the stick steady, which is a good test of our core stability. We do that 4 more times. Breathe, last couple. Alrighty, so final one. And if you're using weights, pop them off. We're going to come down onto our backs. And we've got some glute stretches next. So, to stretch these out, particularly if we get a bit niggly in our lower backs. On a regular basis, we take the right leg over left. Hands just at the back of the thigh. We'll use the hands to pull in. Use the elbow to push the right knee out. Alrighty, from there we're going to extend the bottom leg like this. Now you can either stick with that version or more advanced. Notice I'm bringing my nose up to my ankle bone. And then release down. So let's switch the leg, left over right. So basic. We'll bring the hands at the back of the right leg and use the elbow on the other side to push out until we feel that good stretch. Stretch. So if you want to go more advanced, straight leggy up and bringing the nose, ankle bone towards each other. Alrighty, let's use one of those legs just to rock ourselves up. Now's a good time for some water. So have a drink, find some weights. We're going to do some for our arms and our upper body. Is it me or is it getting warm in here? Okay. So, standing posture, holding your weights. I'd like you to bring your elbows to so sort of squeeze and bring the hands out to the side. And we really press your shoulders down and slightly towards each other. So waitress hands, we're going to rise, balance on our tiptoes, and then move back in. Can you extend your arms? Level 2. Just holding for a couple of seconds, back in and down. Level 3s on these today. We're going to stay here, add some rotation, look towards the backhand. Back in and down. Let's give that a go on the other side. So choose your level. How steady can you be in your ankles as you do it? Imagine you've got a little mini football between your ankles, so you're going to squeeze it. Optional. Can we do that one more time each side? So final one. Alright, so resting off. Let's give our neck and shoulders a little stretch. If you can find your stick and just walk your hands towards each other. So grip the stick, pull like you're trying to pull apart, and aim the top elbow up. We're going to turn, look over the shoulder, look down, and breathe deeply. Let's release, and can you pull again? Grip and pull, turn, keep some body weight back in your heels. Look down over the shoulder. Can you look a bit further out? And let's release. Do that one more time. See if you can get your hands a little bit closer together and pull your shoulders back as you do it, lengthening your lower back. let's release. Can we give that a go on the other side? Now, sometimes these can be tighter one side compared to the other, so good to identify that. Down, breathe. And let's release. And do it again. So we grip and pull, turn the head, look down, keep your body weight back in your heels. Breathe. And on this final one, can you get your hands just a little bit closer together? Pull your shoulders back, let your tailbone hang down as you turn, look down, breathe, and release. Let's take a stretch for our thighs. So if you can keep the stick against your back, maybe use your screen to check in on your posture. Can you get your knees together? Can you touch your heel onto your bottom, or at least head in that direction? And if you can, see if you can take your body into a horizontal position. And can you get your thigh in that position? 2 for level 2, and then level 3, we're going to straighten the back arm. See if we can lift the leg a bit higher. So we're sort of pushing the foot into the hand into the foot. And then can we transition with control? Wobbling optional, of course. Let's give that a go. On the other side. So knees together. Use your screen to mirror. Get your posture upright. Squeeze your bottom. Push the hips forward. Notice how that initiates the stretch. So heel to your bottom once you're there. For level 2, can we get the upper body horizontal? Get the thigh horizontal. Level 3, we get more height on the leg, straightening the arm, dropping the shoulder back. Breathe. And let's release. And give the legs a shake. Popping the stick down. We're going to take our feet into a wide posture. We're going to turn, tiptoe on your back foot, and just bring your hands down to the floor. Wriggling the back foot away. Try to pull your shoulders away from your ears, eye gaze up. It's nice and sunny there, Anna. Good sunshine. Not quite sunny in Cheltenham. Alrighty, so from here, we're going to keep our opposite hand to our leg on the floor. We're going to turn like this. So the top arm is reaching up towards the ceiling. We're pushing the ground away with the bottom arm. Breathe. And then bringing that top hand down. And then from here, we're going to bring our back foot in at 45 degrees. We're going to bring the hand that's on the floor now around the back of the leg. Just sweep this arm over the top. We're aiming this top arm now in horizontal position. And can you sort of play peepo under the armpit? So you're going to look up under the armpit, open the chest, rolling the top shoulder back. And then from there, bring this arm up, straighten the bent leg. I'm going to move into a triangle pose. Breathe. Or your own version is fine. That's it. Can you turn your eye gaze up to look at your top hand? Deep breath. Alrighty, so from here, let's release, and we're going to turn our toes. So we're now facing over on this side and bringing our hands down on the inside of that leg, straightening out through the back leg, bring the shoulders down, opening the chest. Breathe. And we're going to leave the outside hand on the floor, bring the inner arm up, eye gaze looking up, pushing the ground away with that bottom hand. Noticing where you feel the stretch. Alrighty, and then from here, we're going to bring our hand down. So I'm going to scoop this arm over the top and we flatten the back foot. Our back foot is now at 45 degrees. So bringing the arm so it sits more horizontally. Same arm down as the leg. And then opening this arm so the fingers are pointing directly upwards. And then straightening this leg, bringing the hand to the shin. So we've shifted into our triangle pose. Eye gaze looking up. And then from there, we're going to turn our toes forwards, the hands down in the middle. Dropping the head through, we're going to look through the legs. We're going to walk our hands in towards the middle of the feet. I'm just going to rock forward slightly into the toes and then back into the heels. And let's do that again, rocking forward to the toes, back to the heels. And just one more time. Okay, so we're going to walk our feet back in, up to standing. Now's a good time if you need a drink. And let's do some more. Alright, so if you can drop down onto the back, fingertips into the curve of your back. We're going to pull the belly button in, keeping the feet quite close to the body as we bring the knees towards the chest. And then slowly down. Can you keep that pressure on the hands? Let's do that again. Lifting the knees. Now for level 2, notice I've taken the feet further away. Just find that point of being able to keep pressure on the hands as you lift and lower. Maybe actually the edge of the core is kind of where we start to get the shakes a little bit. Just feeling you keep that good pressure as you lower particularly. Sometimes we'll tend to speed up through those points where it gets a bit, the going gets tough, a bit like anything in life. So just see if you can slow it down. You kind of get a little bit shaky to work on that steady strengthening effect. Last couple. And final one. Alrighty, from here we're going to bring our right knee in. So we're going to tuck here. And if you can straighten your bottom leg down. With your opposite hand, bring your knee across towards the floor. We're going to leave this arm just trailing behind, pressing the back shoulder down. We're going to turn and look towards that back hand. Deep breath in, and then as you exhale, press the shoulder down and press the knee down at the same time. Inhaling through your nose. And as you breathe out, apply pressure through the shoulder and down through the knee. Just do that one more time. Okay, so let's give that a go on the other side. You can cuddle your other knee up. So foot away from the body as it comes down. Press the knee, and we trail the other arm behind. Notice where you feel the stretch. Inhale through your nose. As you exhale, pressing down. And do the breaths again. One deep breath. Alrighty, let's release. Have we got a foam roller there? If you can find your foam roller, I'm going to pop it down here. Going halfway down your back. Hands supporting the back of your head, but lifting your bottom off the ground. You're going to slowly foam roll from the middle back to the upper back, and then back the other way. So let's do that again. From the middle back to the upper back. So fairly firm pressure, sort of giving into gravity with the head. Let the head be heavy in your hands as you go up and down. And then what you might do is just roll more over to one side. Notice if there's any sort of knottier, tighter spots, perhaps around the side of the shoulder blade. Digging into that, having a little explore of where the shoulders are today. Okay, and then let's give that a go over on the other side. So if you rotate, I feel like we're being put to bed. Alrighty, so from here we're going to turn our foam roller around. So we'll pop it long ways like this. And if you can wriggle your bottom down onto the end, we're going to do surrender arms to open the pec muscles. Now, you might do it with a weight. If the weight's too much, then stick with it hands free. So we want the elbow just above the shoulder. So up there, and then the hands just slightly wider than our elbow. Just giving into gravity. You can close your eyes, but draw your chin in. So you're going to push the back of your head down into the roll. And then release the head. Can we do that again? Inhaling as you press. Exhaling as you release. And do it again. And 2 more. And final one. And then just rolling off your roll down onto your back. And just closing your eyes, your hands on top of your belly. Just noticing the the sounds around you, sounds surrounding you. The obvious sounds of the voice and the music. Also those more distant sounds. Letting your attention drift and relaxing down. Allow yourself just to relax deeper. Letting your attention drift. I want you to visualize yourself in one of your most favorite places to be. Visualizing the colors of that space. Noticing the energy of that space. Notice the sort of thoughts that go on in your head in that space. Enjoying being in that space. I want you to take a moment to just contemplate a little mini habit This is something that's fairly effortless to do, or fairly quick to do. Something that if you just do it every single day, could really add up to the bigger picture of your health and your well-being. A time, do that action each day, perhaps linking it to another habit that you're already doing regularly. We learn through association. Linking it to something we're already doing regularly can help us to keep that new habit consistent. You can take a deep breath in through your nose and take a long exhale. Keep blowing out till you can't blow out any more air. Let's do that again. Inhaling, exhaling, keep going, keep going. Just do that one more time. Filling up and emptying. Let your breathing settle back to its natural state. And when you're ready, if you can open your eyes, we're going to roll onto our side. And then when you're ready, if you can hit your unmute for me. I'm just going to stop the share of the sound. How are you feeling?